Okay, so like we said, if you would sign in through the chat box, make your chat private or public, depending on which teacher you are wanting to ask a question. And if you are doing a private chat, please type the first and last name of your student. This is our amazing third grade team. I have asked each of us to provide a fun fact when they introduce themselves. I will go first. I am Miss Stewart. I am a third grade reading teacher. Fun fact about me is that I have gone skydiving twice. Mr. Mitchell, if you would like to please come off mute, introduce yourself and tell us a fun fact.
I'm Mr. Mitchell, and I am part of the greatest fraternity in the world, Omega Psi Phi.
What do you teach?
Oh, sorry. And I teach third grade math, and I love it.
Thank you, Mr. Mitchell. Miss Matthews, if you would come off mute and introduce yourself.
Yes, woo-woo! Third grade ELA. I'm Miss Matthews. I'm excited about this year, and I absolutely love skating backwards.
Thank you, Miss Matthews. Miss Loisman.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Miss Loisman. I teach third grade math. Fun fact about me, I know how to scuba dive. And I'm from up north. I'm from Connecticut.
We have two new additions, technically three new additions to the third grade team. Our first newest addition is Mr. McNair. He will be helping Miss Pfeiffer. So Mr. McNair, if you would like to come off mute and introduce yourself with your fun facts.
Okay, hello, my name is Mr. McNair. Everybody can call me Mr. Mac. It's a little bit easier than Mr. McNair. Fun fact about me is I play the piano, and I've been playing piano since I was about maybe 8 or 9 years old. So I've been doing it a very long time. Had an opportunity to travel all over the world playing the piano. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McNair. Miss Pfeiffer is also a new addition to our third grade team. We are so excited to have her. Miss Pfeiffer, if you would like to come off mute, say a fun fact, introduce yourself.
Hello all, I am Miss Pfeiffer. I will be a third grade math teacher. A fun fact about me is that I play the guitar.
Thank you, Miss Pfeiffer. We have another new addition to our group, Miss Furlow, who will be helping Miss Dates. Miss Furlow, if you would like to come off of mute and introduce yourself and tell us one fun fact.
Okay.
Probably too close to Miss Dates. Somebody's gonna have to mute probably.
Or if you want to type it in the chat because of the ringing, we can do that too. But this is Miss Furlow. If she wants to wave, she will be assisting Miss Dates. We are very excited to have her. Miss Dates, if you want to come off of mute, and hopefully that will not. Go ahead.
Her computer is having difficulties today. It will not let her come off mute, but if she talks loudly enough, she can hear her through my computer.
Hello, my name is William Furlow. I'll be helping Miss Davis third grade ELA. And fun fact is that I've seen the very
Awesome. Thank you. Good idea, Miss Dates. Thank you for having us hear her through your screen.
Hello, hello, hello. I am Miss Dates. I teach third grade reading. I got so excited that I saw some families that I talked with yesterday. I tried to give you a shout out. I am from Pittsburgh. Yes, I am a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. And I love to hike.
Thank you, Ms. Dates. Thank you again, everyone, for sharing out some information about yourself and introducing yourself. All right, let's dive right in with our uniform policy. So unlike last year, we will be wearing a uniform. The elementary uniform consists of the navy blue Sugar Creek Charter School polo, which can still be purchased at Flynn O'Hara, khaki bottoms, and all black belts, navy blue, black, white, or tan socks, navy blue or black tights, and all black shoes, including any soles or logos. The bottoms of pants are not to be tucked into boots, and only white or navy undershirts are permitted. Please see the new Sugar Creek website for more details under resources and then uniforms. This is our schedule. Our first day of school is August 16th. The student hours are 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. From 8:30 to 8:50, there is arrival. 8:50 to 10:35 is block 1, which will be with your student's homeroom teacher. 10:35 to 11:20 will consist of intervention. Then one of the two favorite parts of the day, I'm sure, is lunch from 11:25 to 11:55. Block 2 from 12 o'clock to 2:10 will pack up. The second favorite part of the day, of course, recess from 12:15 to 2:15 to 2:45. Specials from 2:50 to 3:50, and then 3:50 we will begin dismissal. I am going to shoot this over to Ms. Soisman. She will be talking about the curriculum we will be using.
Hi again. So for third grade curriculum, we use Common Core Standards for ELA, and we are going to use Wit and Wisdom this year for ELA instruction. For K4 math, we use Eureka Math, and that goes along with our Common Core Standards. So Eureka Math can be accessed, and so can Wit and Wisdom on the website. You might have to look for Eureka Math under Engage New York to have access to that. For phonics in third grade, we use Foundations. Very excited about this. And for guided reading, do we do guided reading? Yes, maybe. No. Okay. Well, we do amazing small groups, so that makes up for it. So yeah.
All right, and then if you want to discuss the grading as well.
Yes, so this is very important. Take a look at this blue chart here. For our tests, those are weighted 35% of your student's grade, your child's grade. 35%. Quizzes are weighted 35% as well. Classwork 15%. And homework and participation together is 15%. So you definitely want to complete those assignments accordingly. Make sure you're turning everything in. We will update our grades weekly, twice a week, or 2 grades per week, I'm sorry. And then grades can be accessed in the parent portal hub of Power School. And you can also use our school website to access that as well. If you need access, you can contact Christopher Dunn. He's our awesome computer helper, and his email is listed there, dunn.christopher@thesugarcreek.org.
Thank you, Ms. Soisman. Ms. Matthews, if you would like to take away with our homework policy, please note that math and reading are different homework policies.
Yes, okay, so for our homework policy, for math, it will be given every day and turned in the following day. But for reading, the packet will go out on Mondays and then turn back in on Fridays. So you have all week to do it.
And then if you want to walk us through our STAR rules, Ms. Matthews.
Yes, and they already know it from second grade, so here we go. It's just a recap. So our Sugar Creek STAR rules, we have S, let's show respect to yourselves and others. T is transition quickly in an orderly manner. A, accept responsibility for your actions. R, ready to learn. And S, support your school. And we have a lot of new school gear too, but yeah.
Awesome. Mr. Mitchell, if you want to talk about behavior, the star six sections.
Yes, well, we're all familiar with the star stick. The goal is to stay on green. You can get all the yellow. Yellow, you can always go up to green, but once you get into blue or red, pretty much stuck there, but we're all going to plan to avoid that area. And, you know, maybe yellow, some off days, but we're going to try to end the day on green. And once you run out of clips, you will receive an office referral.
And then if you want to discuss leveling up to purple.
Oh, I know that was for me. Yeah, well, purple, you know, that's above and beyond our star students. You know, it's always awesome to be purple. It's kind of hard, but I believe we can all get there. And also, you don't want to get in, I forgot to say, you don't want to get these other colors because you want to go to the green team party. And I know we're all looking forward to the green team party if we're able to have one, due with all this craziness going on.
Yes, thank you. Ms. Dates, can you please discuss the incentives for staying on green and leveling up?
Okay. Everyone will start on green every day. So the incentives are possible: Student of the Day, which can lead into Student of the Month, end of class shout outs, morning shout outs, positive calls and messages home, dance break, and as Mr. Mitchell said, green team party.
Speaking of green team party, Ms. Dates, what do I have to do in order to go to a green team party?
In order to go to the green team party, you will have to stay on green. We will give you 1 or 2 chances. I know some of us slide to yellow. I know sometimes I would be on yellow. So we give you chances here and there. So the last day of the month, we'll have our green team parties, but in August, October, December, and April, or June, we'll have no parties. All students will attend the first Wild Pride party because we are so excited that you're back in the building. No more than 3 yellows, no blues, and no reds. So if you slide down to blue or red, that kind of takes you away from going to the green team party. So your goal is to see how many greens you can get, and they will be listed every day before you go home. So your parents will also see what color you ended on at the end of the day.
Thank you, Ms. Dates. Ms. Pfeiffer, can you please tell us about arrival and dismissal?
All right, my friends, arrival. Parents and guardians are not permitted in the building at drop-off. As much as we know you would love to bring your babies in the first week, first day, second day, you are at this point not permitted in the building at drop-off. Students in K2 will use door A to enter the building. We're third grade, so our third graders will enter into the building at door B. Okay, there's a door A, there's a door B, and I do believe it's a door C, but our third grade students enter into the door that says B. It's a big giant B at the top of the glass window above the door. Siblings will not be able to walk their younger siblings to their classrooms. There will be a designated staff member to assist. So please, parents, don't worry if your babies have sisters and brothers they want to take the class. Unfortunately, they will not be able to walk their younger siblings to class. Students must come to school with a mask on. It must cover their nose and their mouth and will be a behavior concern if students are consistently non-compliant. Now we will talk about our tardies. Tardies, any student who arrives after 9 a.m. will be considered tardy, okay? The cutoff time for transportation changes. This is very important. Because our day is longer, you cannot make any transportation changes after 2:30. They have to be done before 2:30. Teachers are not able to change transportation for students, and this must be done on Pick My Kid. So if you have a transportation change, someone different picking them up, car rider change, bus rider change, please make sure that you go on Pick My Kid and make that change yourself. If it becomes complicated to you, please call the office and they will help. But it is your responsibility, parents, to go on Pick My Kid to make those changes. Please ensure students are registered. So it's that pickmykid.gov pickmykid.com, if I'm not mistaken, pickmykid.com. Any questions that you may have, please contact our office staff, Mr. Rolando and or Ms. Martinez in the front office for any questions or concerns.
All right, communication, Ms. Pfeiffer, if you want to talk about communication and updating of contact information.
Parents, it is very, very, very critical that you as the parent stay in contact with your teachers. God forbid anything happens, but communication, whether it be whether it be phone calls, whether it be leave a message on our extension in our classrooms, please understand that at least give us 24 hours to return your messages, but please understand that we have many forms of transportation. And so we would ask that you would throughout the year, make sure your contact information is updated. Because if we call someone and the number is disconnected, then we don't know who to contact if you don't have anybody else on your emergency contact. So that is important as well. Please make sure you have someone else on your student emergency contact that we can get in touch with if you are not available. So again, please update your numbers throughout every 3 months. Maybe if things change, just let your teachers know, because we'll only know if you tell us. So we don't want to assume. So again, communication is very important when it comes to staying on point with your baby, because we want you to get the information that you need.
Thank you, Ms. Pfeiffer. We are going to turn it over to the Exceptional Children Program. Ms. Mendoza, if you are here.
Hi, hello, everybody. My name is Ms. Mendoza, as it was already mentioned. I'm in charge of ESL for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade. And I'm welcoming all the parents here. And before I continue with the ESL, the ESL program is included in the intervention program. Okay, so with the intervention program, this is a specific program for kids who are having or who are struggling with reading and math. So those kids are sent to this program by their homeroom teachers, and the specialists here help them with these troubles they are having with math and reading. This program is done in specific periods of time, 45 minutes per group. And it's the same with the ESL program. With the ESL programs, we pull out the students from your classroom teachers, and we bring the kids to help them with their 4 abilities: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Especially reading. Some of the parents sometimes said, but why my kid is in ESL if he or she speaks English? So it's not the matter that the kid is speaking English. The problem is that the kid can be speaking English, but when he reads, the kid does not understand what he's reading. So that's why the ESL program was created by the state, to help those kids to understand what they are reading. And we provide them help through questions when they are reading. We try to let them think, in a critical way, so they can manage all the text they are reading and understand the deepest things in that reading. Our team in the ESL team is Mr. Sanders. He is the lead teacher for our program, and myself. Regarding the intervention, where is the person that work for the intervention program? Can you please change the slide?
Yes.
Thank you. Mm. It's not changing.
There we go.
Okay. Our intervention team, we have Miss Patino. She has been working here for many years. She worked with kindergarten for ELA and math. We have 2 new teachers. They are Miss Toomey. She will be in charge of first and second ELA and math, and Miss Jewel, third and fourth ELA. Miss Bishop and Miss Hardy, they belong to the middle school team. If you have any question, teacher, parents, well, here at Sugar Creek, the intervention team works with your child to support them in a specific area, as I was telling you before, math, reading, or ESL, based on what they are learning in class to better prepare them for success in their classroom, overall subject skills, and end of grade tests. So depending on how they are doing in their classes, the students, depending on the tier they are sent to our program. It says that this differentiated learning is based on the MTSS. These are tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. And tier 2 is ESL and intervention. And tier 3 is the EC, the students who are sent to EC because they are in need of extra help. So that's why they are sent to EC. Can you please change the slide? I think it's one more here. As it is said here, as it is mentioned here, intervention, I prefer to call it instructional intervention because it should be the right name for that. So classes are taught, as I said before, at a specific time, about 45 minutes daily. According to my schedule, intervention, it's from 10:30 to 11:20 for third grade. Instruction is differentiated based on individual students' needs, as I told you before. It depending on what the students are struggling, reading, math, or English comprehension. Data drives instruction on daily or weekly basis. Weekly progress monitoring, and intervention is a graded area and will be found on the report card. Students are eligible for intervention are retained students, repeating students from the prior year, and from EC referrals. So I'm welcoming the parents. If you have any questions or any doubts, especially those Spanish-speaking parents, I am bilingual. If you have any question, you can type it in the chat and I will help you with this section of the presentation. Thank you and welcome everybody.
Thank you, Ms. Mendoza. I believe I saw Ms. Holtzclaw out there. Ms. Holtzclaw, would you like to talk about EC and who the staff is there?
Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Ms. Holtzclaw, and I'm part of the exceptional student department here. Our staff consists of Ms. Franklin, who's our EC compliance coordinator, as well as Ms. Torrance, who is in charge of instructional, EC instructional coordinator. I am Ms. Holtzclaw, and I am a ELA teacher for kindergarten through fourth grade. Ms. Stevenson will be doing the same thing in the math side, kindergarten through fourth grade. And Ms. McGuire is part of our team as well. She is our speech pathologist. For any parents who have students that have an IEP and you want to let us know that they have an IEP, you need to contact Ms. Franklin or Ms. Torrance to let them know that your child should be receiving services. Many children who come to Sugar Creek from other schools, sometimes we just don't know that they have an IEP until the parent makes it known to us. So if your child does have an IEP, already, please let us know so that we can make sure that your child is receiving their services from day one. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Ms. Holtzclaw. All right, let's go into our next section. Hoping it is all on. There we go. All right, so I'm going to hand it over to Ms. Gresham. She will be discussing the different specials that students will be taking during their time this year. So Ms. Gresham, take it away.
Hello. I'm gonna share my screen and just give you guys a couple of introductions on all of your specialists for the year. Here we go. Can I get a thumbs up if y'all can see my screen? Yay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so the first one that we have is character education. So for character education, you have Mr. Benson and Ms. Hall, and their pictures are located there. I'll leave it up for a second. So if anyone needs their email addresses, you can write them down. Not really sure who's gonna have who yet, so you might wanna wait. You'll probably get a syllabus on the first day, but just so you can put a name with the face, there's Mr. Benson and Ms. Hall. Next, you'll have art. And for art, we will have Ms. Tatum. She will be teaching art. And for technology, Mr. Schools will be teaching technology. And then the last two are for health and physical education. You have Mr. Chellis, and then you have myself. My name is Miss Gresham, but the kids call me Miss G because they always mess up Gresham. So it's just Miss G. One thing that we did want to note was that if we are having PE class outside, masks still must be on, but they can pull them down and wear them under their chin so that they can still breathe outside. But we just want to start off anyway, prevent them from taking it off completely, leaving them outside, dropping it, it's getting dirty. So we want to leave it around the ears and pull it under the chin. And then of course, sneakers for PE class as well. But those are your specialists for the year. If you guys have any questions, you can type them to me in the chat. And that's it for us.
Thank you. All right, I am going to turn it over to the support staff. I know Mr. McQueen is in here and I believe Ms. Price is in here. So I will turn it over to Ms. Price for the student support team.
Hello everyone. I'm Ms. Price, the BMT. I am working with Mr. McQueen and we are looking for a great year. If you have anything, please contact me. Mr. McQueen, do you want to say anything? Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. He's probably still on mute.
He is, yeah, I asked him to unmute.
And so also on my team is Miss Craney. She is the school social worker. We have Miss Barnes, who is the Dean of Students. And we also have a new member here, which is Mr. Ashcraft. He is heading over ISS. So we are all happy to work with you all. The kids are great. And again, if you need us, please let us know.
Thank you, Ms. Price. Yes, we also have Mr. Samuel, who is the Dean for middle school. We have Ms. Dawkins, who is the social worker primarily for middle school. And we also have Mr. Bolden. He is our new counselor. He is working with K through 8 currently. We have our new and improved Sugar Creek websites. I'm going to ask Ms. Sloisman to discuss this, and she is the website master. Ms. Sloisman, if you want to talk about the website.
Yes, sure. Guys, we're all super excited. We have a new website. Please, 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 everyone, please go check it out. It's the same website, thesugarcreek.org, but it's revamped with our new logos and everything. A lot of our information this year is going to be accessed on the website. So you're going to want to familiarize yourself with it. Just a helpful tip, you can find your teacher's website by clicking About Us and School Directory. So again, it's About Us. It'll bring a little drop down, and then School Directory. You can type your teacher's name, and you can find our personal website there with important information. So that's your homework for today. Go on thesugarcreek.org and check out our amazing new website. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me about it too.
Thank you, Ms. Weissman. Just to reiterate again, instead of using Remind for blast messages this year, we will be posting any newsletters or mass messages to the website. So please check that daily as well. This is our grade level contact. Again, please, as Ms. Pfeiffer said, please, please, please allow teachers 24 hours to get back with you. If we are contacted on a Friday, our 24 hours will go from Friday to Monday. So below you will have the codes for Remind and our email addresses. I will leave that up for a minute, so you can write down the teacher that you will be having for this year with their Remind code and their email address. All right, and then I know there were some questions about COVID for this year. So I just wanted to run through a few of the frequently asked questions. This year, we will not be offering virtual teaching. We will be in the building. We are taking measures to keep students and staff safe. There have been touchless censored toilet sinks. New water fountains will be coming in as touchless. So if your student wants to bring a water bottle for their use and their use only, we highly encourage that. Students and staff are all going to be wearing masks at all times, including in the bathroom, walking in the hall, walking around the room, unless they are seated and eating or drinking. So even if I'm seated, I'm eating, I'm drinking, I have to go throw away my trash, my mask is up. Students will also have desks that will be 3 feet apart to continue to practice social distancing. The same will go for line order and when lining up. And then students will not share resources. So anything that your student needs, whether it's pencil, crayons, folders, that will be for their use only. If there are any other questions, we are here, and please type them in the chat. If there are no further questions, parents and guardians, you are free to leave and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.